Libra, this is your weekly tarot card reading for Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I gotta tell you, the astrology is so exceptional. We're gonna get into it. Libra, this is a very intense week for you. It's a very loving and romantic week for you. It is a very almost could be obsessive week for you. The intensity and the passion, exceptional. Remember, there's always an extended reading, and I will attach that link down below. I'll pin it to the top of the comment section, and I'll pin it in the description box as well. Let's take a peek as to what the cards have to say. Life is speeding up, but it's not. Something is stuck. You know what that told me? Time has slowed down for you. Something about this week puts you in a time bubble. It's not astrologically. It is, there is something so boom, huge, that it's like time stands still. There is a stuck here, but I don't think that it's because it's coming out in the future, but it's also stuck. There's a sense of time stands still. Then we have in reverse, be loyal to what you love. That's in reverse. So somebody was extremely disloyal and went against Spirit's plan. Went against, this is almost against God's will. Whatever was stuck for you, here's the happy news out of all these reversals. Whatever was stuck for you is about to get unstuck, because it wasn't actually divinity that wanted it to be stuck. Something happened against what God wanted to happen for you. And that's why things don't make sense and communication seems backward and confused. Let's keep going. Why am I so excited about the astrology? It's hard not to get excited about this astrology. Venus is closing in on the sun. She's getting closer and closer to a perfect conjunction with the sun. And right now, Venus is in a loose conjunction with the sun, but tighter than last week. So she's in about 2-3 degrees this week. So she's getting closer. That brings a beautiful sense of optimism. An optimism that you will absolutely need this week, because Pluto is in direct square to this conjunction, this Venus-Sun conjunction, but Mars is in direct harmony with it. What does that mean? Well, Pluto, first of all, square is nothing to be scared of. A square is an aspect that brings you to a higher level after challenging you. Pluto and Venus squared, Pluto and the Sun squared, it basically challenges the core of your existence, especially where control issues are concerned, or where you feel that you've had to hide things, like you feel like you weren't good enough. Pluto is there to break that shit wide open this week, and to force you to figure it all out so that you aren't stuck here anymore. That's why I'm so happy, because Pluto is here to unstick you. That's basically what's happening. And it's going to take that extreme primal push of just absolutely destroying things, or making you realize just how bad it has become. And we're like, enough is enough. I'm fucking done. Whatever is on the other side of fear is what is going to make you happy. And this is the push you need to get you out of that scared place, or place of hiding, place of isolation. Have you been stuck? Have you felt isolated? Have you felt loneliness creeping in around you, or that you won't find anybody or can't find anybody that will understand you? This is that this is that breakthrough. This is that smashing through that ceiling that has limited you, right? That's what this is. You haven't been true to yourself, or somebody hasn't been true to you, and it was not meant for you. This is against God's plan. This was not meant for you. This unloyal, creepy, or isolated, not connected, this was not what's destined for you. Something was really screwed up here. This could be a really screwed up family. This could be about people always betraying each other, or like the devouring mother, a mother who was who is consuming, who needed, or like fed off of their young instead of taking care of and nurturing their young. So this has got to be some deep-rooted crap that would have taught you unhealthy and unbalanced understandings of what love is. And this is the week where you, bam, explode and push through that. So this will be a week that you will never forget. Time stands still because it's almost like you were in a series of chains, or you were trapped in a bubble that you were never supposed to be trapped in. The illusion falls and is completely disintegrated this week. But believe me when I say, you're going to actually like reality a lot better. Truth transcends illusion. What I tell you, this is the most, could be one of the most intense weeks of your life, where things that you, let's put it this way, Libra, think about all those times where you felt, this just ain't right. Like, I know that I'm not supposed to be living this life. I know that this isn't really what was meant for me. Now, it may not be in all aspects of your life. Could just be in your relationships, could just be in your job, could just be in your career, or it doesn't have to be your whole life. But wherever that feeling was inside of you, that you felt, this isn't right, this isn't natural, why am I stuck here? You're about to get liberated from it. You needed to be liberated from it, because it really actually wasn't from you. It was like a princess in a tower, and this evil energy had trapped you. This evil energy, think about Pluto, it's about to explode. Pluto is actually not. Pluto is the dragon, not the evil energy, right? So it's almost like, or even if you think about it as the dragon, it's the sun and Venus teaming up to push, slay it. Slay the dragon. Think about that. Truth transcends illusion, so the truth comes out. The truth of who you are. The truth of your beauty, the truth of who you really are. It's almost like your announcement to the world. Like, it's like you're just born, but you're 40 years old and you've been here all along. Then we have learn from the past. This is in reverse. And dream the world into being. This is also in reverse. This is a sense of learn from the past. Once again, I've got this toxic maternal energy. Somebody was lost in delusion here and refused to learn. Or you couldn't learn from the past because the past was entirely delusional. There's something here that's stuck. Dream the world into being. Somebody that would have taught you to not believe in your dreams or to not pursue your dreams, or somebody who would have kind of, you ever seen that Disney movie Rapunzel? What is it, Entangled? Where her mother basically creates this false reality for her and tells her all these false things her entire life to trap her, keep her trapped. She actually believed that the outside world was scarier than the world inside. She actually believed because she believed whoever was telling her these lies. So there's a bunch of fucking lies that are about to be exposed, and you're going to see through them and realize it, and people are going to see through and realize you're there. This is the time when Rapunzel finally gets to throw down her hair and meet her prince, or she finally gets to escape from that tower that was keeping her from what she really is. I don't like to use fairy tales, but that's kind of what it is. It's like the best scenario I can think of in my head to really share with you guys the energy that's coming for you this week. Then we have life is speeding up, but it was stuck. It was stuck because of lies and deception, because of delusion, because of not learning or realizing or seeing the mistakes from the past. This is what's become clear. What's become clear is how you've been living a bunch of untruths, or where all the delusions and the lies were. It's also about breaking family karma, or breaking a karmic pattern that was bad karma, negative karma, false karma, whatever you want to call it. It was not meant for you. And now all of a sudden, here you are. we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get deeper into this. So what is this truth? What are these truths? That's what I'm focused on. This is the one card that's upright. There has to do with some maturity. That's why I think it's breaking family curses. There's just this sense of when you grow up and now you've become something completely different than where you started. You have wings to fly wherever you want. You don't have to stay stuck in the same bubble. You've been freed, you've been liberated. This has to do with you've grown. It could just be a growth cycle. You're finally old enough to realize all this craziness around you. High Priestess, this is about your power, maybe even your magical power, maybe even your ability, your psychic ability. This is about finding your sense of spirituality and finding the balance within your spirituality and within your mystical or magical self, or those things that would have been called mysticism or spirituality. You're discovering you are a witch of great magnitude and power, or whatever that witch icon means to you, that sense of I have an exceptionality about me. That is finally now people are ready for. They're ready to accept. Libra, what is this truth? What is this truth? It's also got to do with divine timing. It's like the universe wanted you a long time ago. Something else was keeping you trapped. What is this something? Now there's clarity. You have Queen of Swords. It could have been an advisor. It could have been an actual person who comes and gives you clarity and makes you see the truth, makes you see the way. Or this is you finally choosing a different direction. Realizing, I got to go in a different way. All of a sudden it dawns on you and it becomes clear. What is it? What is becoming clear? This is you, Queen of Swords. That's you. I'm thinking it's somebody else. It's not somebody else. It's you. It's finally you being wise and being the director and being the one that makes the motion flow. What is this truth? What is this truth? What is this with regards to? You have to move. This has to do with moving, changing location, changing address, or going for it, going for something that you've always just sort of stopped and you've been looking out and you knew it was for you. Now is the time when it's actually for you. Now is the time where you can actually figure out it's like whatever was on the horizon, whatever was on the horizon that you were like desperately aching for, now you have the directions right to it. You found the treasure map. And why it's not coming out as a specific thing, like a romance or a career, is because it will pan out as different for all of you. Leave the comments below. I would like to know how this is playing out in your life. I just felt like you knew. You've been standing on this precipice for so long, just knowing that what was out there was for you. And this is your step out the door. This is when you finally do it. I feel there's some sort of movement here. It's like the doors have finally opened. The mind has finally opened. You've finally realized something, and now because of that realization, it's not so scary to take that first step. You are legitimately facing fears and liberating yourself. And I'm not surprised. I didn't want to say it out loud but with Venus in Libra, and this is all about partnership, this could have been somebody at a distance from you. The Lovers came out. This could have been somebody at a distance from you. Somebody that you were supposed to be talking to or be connected with, or you were supposed to be in the same career as them, or whatever it was. This is something that was delayed. It was delayed destiny. Bam, in your lap. It was a delayed destiny that's now in your lap. Something else from the past just came out. Hold on. Remember, guys, to like this video. It really helps. If you really love this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. You've been single for too long. Now, in a way, you've learned your confidence. You had to learn. So there was a purpose to this. You had to learn your independence. You had to learn to go out and be on your own. You had to learn how to manage your money. You had to understand your worth or your value. This could actually be somebody who's very, very valued for their psychic abilities, their ability to understand, their ability to inspire, a spiritual worker, being spiritual, your sense of value. Like, it's almost like realizing the value you have in those things about yourself that you always thought weren't worth anything. And now they actually have value. This is also worth or money that was supposed to be coming to you. It's finally coming to you. It's finally being realized. The people are finally acknowledging, hey, this person has value. The Lovers is here. This is Gemini energy. Clarity in what you actually want. Clarity in where your lover is. Finally meeting where the two of you are supposed to meet. There's finally a connection on the other side. You're not going to be single for much longer. You're not going to be single for much longer if you're single. And if this doesn't have anything to do with romance, how does it? You're not, it's like you've been reaching out your hand, or you've been feeling like somebody's been reaching out to you. There's a connection. That's what the Lovers means. There's a connection. There's a connection that was destined. And it was destined for so long. But you were sitting there like, I think you just had to figure out your own value and your own worth. But you could feel it. You could feel this psychic connection. You may not even have known fully what it is. You're about to know now. Let me know in the comments below. I'm still trying to figure out what this is, but I feel like you already know. And I'll tell you this, Libra, you don't have to ask any more questions. You don't have to ask who, what, where, why, when. It's this week. It's happening. And it's kismet. It's coming to you. You will, I can't believe this card came out. You will be drawn to it. It's innate. You're finally listening to your instincts. You're finally not burying them. You're finally not afraid of them. You're finally not afraid to listen to your instincts, because your instincts may have sounded crazy, but it's almost like you had to go back. Remember how salmon swim upstream? It's like you had to go backward. You had to go back to where you come from. You had to go back to where you started. You're being called back because there's somebody that's going to meet you there. In the past, winged messengers, how many times have birds come to you? This is also about thoughts. This is also about your thoughts and your ideas, and always getting the messages, and always getting inspired, and always having this on your mind, or always hearing this on the wind. Gemini is once again. There is a divine counterpart here. This is the duality of you. This is your perfect partner. This is also messages. You're receiving messages. Maybe chatter, maybe talk. Maybe people have been talking about this. This could be happening online. This is Twitter, like chattering. People are talking, but this is a one-on-one conversation. If this is a person, this is somebody that you've already had a one-on-one conversation about, or you've always dreamed about having a conversation with them. This is Libra energy. It's saying Gemini, Libra again. Maybe you guys are talking again. Maybe it's not those zodiac signs. Those are flexible. Do not get hung up on them, please. Jesus. But this has to do with talking, chattering, connecting about your feelings for each other in partnership. The green light is go. Everything seemed to be set in the past. Everything seemed to be all set in the past. But then this low vibrational something happened that wasn't meant to happen. Something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Aries is in reverse. When Aries is in reverse, it's very toxic, it's very controlling, it's a bully. Or you were tasked with something that you weren't meant to be tasked with. Spirit wants you to know that your task has been completed. I want to figure out why Aries is in reverse. So Aries in reverse is almost like you had no energy. The light was come to the extended with me. I can't wait to get into this. You were running on empty. You had no energy. Somebody let your fuel tank out, or you didn't have the resources. The green light was there. Everything was all set up, but it didn't happen because of a lack of support, a lack of fight, a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem. Now you are conjunct the sun. You are conjunct the sun and you are trine to Mars. You don't have that lack of confidence anymore. And this is your destiny. This is it. Delayed destiny. Let's go to the extended and we're going to see how it plays out. I'll see you guys there. The link is below in the description box.